what I got going on here is I got some V-stands on each side of the car, and I got a piece of tubing up here to support the turbo, and then I have a ratchet strap here that's set up so that I can pick up the turbo the way I want it to be held and supported so that I can get the mount figured out. I hung the turbo from some ratchet straps so that we could get the positioning of it just right. And I'm thinking that we're just going to have it rotated at a 45 like this to give the best wheel clearance, as well as just getting it in here. So we're going to build a mount right off of this T6 flange, and it's going to come right down to the frame. We'll just have some ears so that you can bolt it to the T6 frame and then right to the chassis so it's nice and solid. All right, so here's what we got figured out for the mount so far. So I got this piece of tube cut down to about 8 inches, and I made a little cap, and I'm going to put this in the top of this and TIG weld this shut to make the top look nice and seamless. We got our brackets cut out, and these are just going to be welded onto this piece of tube right here and then welded onto this T6 flange so that we can through bolt it to it, and it's a nice removable mount for the turbo. Alright, so we got the turbo mount done. We just welded a couple of ears to this stainless T6 flange. Welded some stainless ears to there. And then some stainless ears to this piece of tube steel. And we got the top of it capped off, and this will just through bolt to here, and it'll make a removable mount, which will be nice. And then we'll just weld this piece of tube, maybe with a gusset, to the frame. So let's go look at some placement. Here's our turbo sitting on the mount, and what I'm thinking is that cleaned off spot in the frame, the turbo will sit right there. So we'll get it tacked in place now and go from there. Alright, we got the turbo on the mount, and right now we're cutting out a gusset that's going to go in here because right now it's a little bendy just without the extra rigidity, so we'll add a gusset in there to stiffen that up, and then this turbo should be able to hang underneath its own support. Here's the turbo mount all welded up. See right there, we got our gusset in there. And we got the mount with the ears. Now, I'm just going to take some high temperature spray paint and paint this so it doesn't rust on us. Here we are. We got the turbo mounted on its mount, hanging under its own weight. And we checked everything with an altimeter. Everything's dead level with the car, so the turbo will drain just like it's supposed to. We got clearance around everything, and the mount is super stiff and solid, so I'm real happy with the placement of everything. And now we can start piping our primaries. Here's some better shots of that mount. You can see right there where it's triangulated. So nice and stiff. I'm going to replace these with some actual stainless bolts. Those are just temporary for mock-up purposes, but we got plenty of clearance. Good clearance around the tire, even at full lock. So that'll be super nice. We got plenty of room for the exhaust piping. That's it for this. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll catch you on the next one.